Hi guys, happy almost March. I literally was like, I'm gonna film this video next week, and then I totally forgot that February is a short month, and I was like, oh snap, I gotta film this now. But as you can tell, we're manifesting spring. I just need spring to come, so I figured, you know what? I'm gonna manifest her myself. So here we are in a cutie little spring shirt. Also, you guys are getting a big sneak peek at the I was gonna say kitchen, at the bedroom, which if you follow me on Instagram, you would have already seen, so you should follow me on there because you'll get all the sneak peeks first. But I'm obsessed with it and I'm just in love with it, and I had to film the video in here. I just had to because it brings me so much joy. But welcome back. If you guys are new here, hi, my name's Carter. I'm 25. I talk all about getting through life in your 20s unfiltered. Honestly, was contemplating just not filming one this month because if you guys have been keeping up with the vlogs, February was just a really bad month for my mental health. Yeah, my depression was really bad. My mental health was just in the gutter. My anxiety was bad. And don't get me wrong, there was definitely good moments this month, but I just feel like I didn't want to sit here and just be like, I loved February. February was so great. And I do try and find, you know, like the good moments in life, but it was honestly just a really shitty month. Yeah. Like that's it. I don't even think I'm going to do any reflecting on the month. I feel like I've just done a lot of reflecting in general this month in my journal and, you know, using therapy techniques and stuff. So I think we might skip that portion just for this month. I just honestly want to move past February. March to me is a exciting month because spring is coming, obviously, or hopefully. So I'm just trying to kind of look ahead, not look in the past, if that makes sense. But yeah, so I'm super excited. So we're gonna talk about our February goals. We're gonna set some March goals, go over our budget, talk about our current favorites. Y'all know the drill. Honestly, let's jump into it because I'm feeling just like really motivated and inspired today, and I think it's gonna be a good time. So let me pull up my February goals. I've been loving doing everything digitally, honestly. It just saves me a lot of time. If I think of a goal like on the go, I can just jot it in my little Notion app. These little pieces of hair are really bothering me, and it's just really great. Here we go. In health and wellness. Try one new workout class at the gym. I technically did this. I tried a new form of yoga, so I'm going to give myself that because that's honestly all I could do this month. I actually feel like honestly I made it to the gym a lot because I've realized the gym is a really good coping outlet for me and like a good coping technique, so I did do that. I have been on point with my veggies and my fruits daily. I feel like especially when I was kind of going through depressive episodes, I really tried to just focus on nourishing my body. Obviously, everyone is going to be so different when they're experiencing depression and just mental health tough times. And so for me, I really prioritized movement, which, you know, at the end of the day, I have a dog. I got a walker even if I'm depressed and don't want to get out of bed. So I'm actually really grateful to have Stella in the sense that it kept me moving. But I was really, really good about my veggies and my fruit. Like I'm very, very proud of myself for that. I should have been more specific about this, but I did do 6:30 a.m. wake ups. I did them about once a week, so I'll give myself that. Yeah, I didn't do it every day. I should have been more specific. And then 3 workouts a week at the gym. I actually did this. I'm very proud of myself for. Like I said, I feel like this month health and wellness was like a big coping technique of mine. Next, read one nonfiction book. I did do this. Read one fantasy book. I did that. I haven't had my date day yet, but I'm hoping to do it next week, which there's still like 2-3 days left in February. So I'm hoping to do that next week. I did have a really great work trip, honestly. I was really proud of myself. You can go watch that vlog if you want. I went to Quebec City because I was coordinating a conference. Keep up an A average in grad school. I have a 78 average right now, so I can't cross that off, but hopefully we'll get up there. I've only had one assignment though so far, so lots of time to get it back up. Be strict about business versus personal spending. I feel like I was really good about this now that I have like a corporation, and it's like, not that it wasn't legit before, but now it's like strict. Like I have to be a lot better about business versus spending, and I feel like as a lifestyle creator, honestly, you guys, that's why a lot of creators do hauls and do all these things because they can write it off. I think that like obviously overconsumption is a big thing happening right now, but a lot of creators are buying things because they need write-offs. Not that it justifies like spending thousands of dollars on clothes, I'm just saying. But I've been a lot better. So when you guys see me do the budget now, you will notice, and I've said this before, that there are things that I show and I haul in my videos that aren't my personal spending because they're for a video. So please talk to your accountant before this. This is just what my accountant said, but he just said if you can justify why you needed it for a video, because social media and lifestyle creators and influencers in general is like obviously a very new thing to the CRA, which is the Canada Revenue Agency. I'm just a lot more strict now and I'm very cautious. So I just want to give you guys a disclaimer, because if you watch the budgets, you're gonna be like, where's half the stuff you bought this month? I'm just trying to be a lot better about write-offs and maximizing those write-offs. But obviously I'm still paying for it. It's just coming out of my business account. I did not have a 5-figure earning month. Honestly, that's totally okay with me. I didn't put $500 in my emergency fund. I've actually decided I'm going to pause that. So I'm going to take that out. And I am just going to prioritize investing right now. I did put a lot of money in investments this month, so I'm really proud. We haven't paid our property taxes yet, but the money is in my account, so I'll say yes. I'll talk about this after. I had to go to the dentist and get a crown, and they only cover 50%. I don't have benefits. I'm on Matt's benefits because I'm a part-time employee, and they only cover 50% of major dental, which our benefits as hospital employees aren't the greatest, I will say. But 50% is obviously better than 0. So I did have to pay out of pocket for about half of my crown. And I didn't submit my taxes yet, but that's because as a business, a small business, they're not due until June. So I have lots of time. I was expecting to not hit most of my goals this month, just how bad it was mentally for me, but I'm actually really proud of myself. And I think a lot of these goals I hit before, like my mental health definitely got the worst the latter half of February. So I definitely hit a lot of these goals early in February, but it looks like I have a lot more goals than I do, but that's because I'm being just more specific about my goals. First, I have try an intermediate/advanced hot yoga class. I love hot yoga. I love it. I find the beginner one is too beginner for me now, which we love that. I'm not a flexible queen at all, but I'm loving that I want to try intermediate or advanced yoga. So I want to do that. And then instead of just writing, I want to try 2 new workout classes a month. I was very specific. I want to do 1 Pilates class, 1 anti-gravity class, and 1 bar class. So basically I want to do 1 class a week. Keep up with my tretinoin. If my face looks dry to you, no, it doesn't, okay? Just pretend you didn't see it. I'm doing my best. Up with 1 coffee a day. You guys have noticed I've shifted from the 2 coffees. I'm just trying to be very, very careful about my heart and my boobies. You know, I'm getting older. I just want to keep myself healthy. And so, yeah, I do 2 sometimes as like a treat, but I'll usually just do 1 Americano and then I'll do a decaf if I want the taste of coffee. And then I want to create a list of coping techniques for my depression and anxiety and things I can try. So this month I was really trying out meditation and just trying out different coping techniques. And so I just want to make a list to have on my phone. Matt actually suggested this, that when I'm feeling anxious, I can look at this list and find something to do, or when I'm feeling like my depression is really bad, like here are some things that you can do. And I loved that idea. Personal, we have a lot we want to do this month. First, finish the bedroom makeover. That should be up midway through March. Matt actually took off all next week to do that. We're going to New York City, hopefully, fingers crossed, at the end of March. I just feel like we need a trip. We normally do a winter trip, but we didn't. We were just busy this year. There was a lot going on. I feel like because things are kind of opening back up with COVID, in the sense that like we had a normal Christmas, we just didn't go on a trip, and then I was busy with conferences. Anyways, we're going to New York City. Hopefully Matt just requested the vacation. We're so excited. So I want to kind of confirm the hotel we're staying at and all that. Be a better friend. Reply to your damn text. I was a really bad friend this month to a lot of people, and I'm really great that I have good friends that understand. And I did text them and say like, I'm sorry, my mental health hasn't been great lately, but I want to be better. I want to FaceTime my friends, and I just want to reply to my texts. I've been really bad at that. I want to have a date day with my mom. I missed her birthday last month because I was in Quebec City, so I told her that we would have like a little date day wherever she wants for her birthday, so I want to do that. I want to host a family dinner. I want to have another solo date day because I'm trying to do 1 of those a month. And then I want to have 1 date night outside of the house. I feel like especially in the winter, Matt and I were talking this weekend when I was going through it about just like things that we can do, especially in the winter. We just don't leave the house much because it's cold. We're very big summer people, right? Like we like to go out to eat in the summer because of patios, and we like to go do things, walk around, go for hikes. We just don't do it a lot in the winter. So I want to have a date night out of the house. It could just be going for dinner, but I want to do something at least. Okay, business. I have signed 2 to 3 sponsors for April, which I think I'm actually already there, but get them confirmed, locked and loaded. One of my 2023 goals was to be better about posting on Instagram Reels and TikTok, but I think I was just setting myself up for failure by saying I'm going to post like 5 times a week. So I want to do it 2 times a week, an Instagram Reel and a TikTok. My manager was like, it can literally be the same thing. Like you just need to post it. So I've been loving doing like, I did like a spring Walmart finds on my TikTok, like just doing things. I find it overwhelming, all these platforms. So I'm just trying to find fun little ways to do TikToks and Reels. So 2 a week I feel like is good. And then I want to do 2 in-feed posts, which those can be casual. I love just doing carousel posts of like photo dumps, but I want to keep up with that. Since Q1 will be over, I want to wrap up my Q1 bookkeeping, and then I want to make a list of dream brands to work with for Q2 and Q3. Finances, I'm not setting a ton of goals because it's tax season and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna owe the government the CRA some money. So I'm just kind of keeping the finance goals a little lower until I know how much I owe, which I have money set aside for my taxes, of course, but yeah. 500 my TFSA, 500 my RRSP. I might, obviously you have until March 1st to put money into it for this tax year, so I might dump a little bit more money in there. I haven't decided yet. And then I want to spend $250 on groceries. That's just my half. You guys know we do meal delivery kits, and so one of my toxic traits is impulsive grocery shopping. I love a walk around Whole Foods and buying random shit I don't need, and I've owned it. I've embraced it, okay? I let myself do it once in a while, but I want to keep the groceries under $250. Matt technically does most of the grocery shopping, but then we'll like split bigger ones. We're not very like even about it, so I would just like to keep it. I've been doing around 300, so I'd like to cut it by 50 bucks, which I think is reasonable. So those are the goals. That was February, that was March. Okay, we are gonna do my favorites next because I just really need to get the Game of Thrones situation off my chest, and then we're gonna end with the budget, which I know is switching it up, but that's what I love to do, you know? I got so many DMs being like, are you gonna talk about Game of Thrones ending and how you know, like your thoughts? And I said, heck yes I am. I will leave Game of Thrones last just so we can rant. Favorite book of the month was 3 Days Missing by Kimberly Bell. I was really scared that it wasn't gonna live up to the hype of The Marriage Lie, which is one of my favorite thrillers. And I read some of her other ones and they're really not as good, but this one was amazing. I loved it. It is basically about a woman whose son goes missing at a like school trip, and it's told from her POV, and then also the mayor's wife who has a son in that same class. And I thought it was amazing. I'm just like getting a little tired of the thrillers that have the same freaking plot, like recycled. So I really loved it, and it really got me out of my slump, and I highly recommend. I also read the Game of Thrones, the first book, and it was really good. I mean, it doesn't stray too much from the show, honestly. I'm really just sitting here waiting for George, my boy George, to give us the last freaking book. I just need to know how he wants it to end, you know? Favorite memory, probably Quebec City. Super fun. I had the time of my life, and it was my first like solo real travel. Like I've solo traveled to Disney to meet up with people, but I've never just like solo traveled, and it was really a lot of fun. Yeah, I feel like this month had some good moments in it. We had a lot of cute date nights at home. Valentine's Day was super nice. We made a little heart-shaped pizza with some red wine. Favorite song? It's an obvious choice. Kelsea Ballerini's new EP as a whole. I have been a Kelsea Ballerini fan since the First Time album in 2015. Love Me Like You Mean It, Peter Pan, Dibs. Like, I'm a huge fan. I was gonna try and last minute go to her show in Toronto next week, but I can't make it work with work, so sadly I'm not. It's amazing and it's iconic and I love it. I don't think I listened to any new podcasts this month, honestly, but I've really been into Call Her Daddy. I know I'm like so late to the game, but I'm just really vibing, especially since she had Kelsea on and she had Rebel Wilson on, and I'm just like loving the vibe. I feel like I stopped listening a while ago, but I'm back into it now, so definitely that. I have a ton of favorite products, so let me go grab them for you. Okay, first favorite is the Uniqlo, I think this is called the Crescent bag. This is better than Lululemon and it's $24. I really wanted a Baggu bag, but they were out of stock. So someone had told me, I think on TikTok, I found that this was a dupe. Oh my gosh, I love it so much. I want it in every color. This is what it looks like, and I'm obsessed with it. It fits so much, and if you are a creator watching this or just a person who carries around a camera in general, this fits my camera in it, and it doesn't like weigh it down. It is amazing. You can wear it as like a crossbody or an over the shoulder. I'm just obsessed with it. It's the perfect size. It would be great for travel. Very comparable to the Festival bag, except it doesn't have that front pocket, and I'm just obsessed with her. Next, we have the Active Humans deodorant. I have been trying to find a natural deodorant for what feels like a year and a half. Honestly, since I had my breast lump scare, my doctor was like, girl, you should probably reduce your coffee intake and also find a natural deodorant. And I have really sensitive armpits and lymph nodes. Every natural deodorant has given me like a rash or irritation. And I'm not a sweaty person. I don't stink. Like, I know that's like, I'm not being naive, but like, you know, some people just really sweat. Like Matt is a sweater. I'm not. And so when I saw this at Whole Foods a few weeks ago, I was like, oh my gosh, it's a spray. Perfect for me because it's natural. I don't have to like irritate my armpits rubbing it on. It's perfect and it smells like vanilla coconut. It smells very good and I love it so much. Yeah, she's so cute. So this is definitely a favorite of mine. This is so random, but I got this at Marshall's and it's a game changer. I didn't go in looking for it. You know, when you go into Marshall's, Marshall's tells you what you need. Also, the soap I have in here is so good, and it's called Mother of Dragons. But this is a like soap bar holder situation. Okay, at first you're gonna be like, Carter, why did you need that? But do you ever have a bar of soap and you're like rubbing it on your skin and it fucking hurts and it pulls your skin? This like foams up the soap. The soap is just like, I don't know if you can see the bar of soap, but the soap is just in there and it foams and lathers it up perfectly. Amazing. It's like a loofah. It's so good. So if you can find one of these, I'm sure you can get it on Amazon. I'll try and link one down below. Game changer. I got a 2-pack for $5. Literally a game changer. We'll stay with like just bathroom stuff. I have been loving the Vanity Cream Gentle Facial Cleanser. Obviously, I'm on Trent Noen, so I can't be on my benzoyl peroxide cleanser anymore. I need to be on a like clean, not clean, like on a gentle cleanser. And my dermatologist recommended either the CeraVe one or this. I don't like that the CeraVe one doesn't foam, or Cetaphil. Which one? Cetaphil or CeraVe? I'll use it in the shower, but I really love a foaming cleanser, and so I really like this. I get it on Amazon. You might be able to get it on iHerb. I do get a lot of my skincare on iHerb, so you might be able to get it there if you're in Canada. I think I'll just end up grabbing it at Walmart next time I cross the border. It's very inexpensive and it's very good for sensitive skin, so I love this. I'm back on my BS. I love Hero Cosmetics so much. I used to work with them a ton. I'm a big fan of their products. Obviously with tretinoin, it makes your skin more sensitive to the sun, I believe. So I'm usually pretty good about sunscreen, but I have to be extra diligent now. I've tried a bunch. I didn't love them. This is my holy grail. It's the Hero Cosmetics Force Shield Super Light Sunscreen SPF 30, and it's green. So it actually mats the redness on your face, which I have a very red face. It's amazing. I love it. It's for acne prone skin. 10 on 10 recommend. Super inexpensive. I get this on iHerb as well. We just have a random lip gloss from e.l.f. that I've been loving. I'm wearing it today. It's very natural. It is the Lip Plumping Gloss in Mocha Twist. I got it at Shoppers. Been loving the Organica electrolytes. These are pink lemonade. They're the best. Obviously when we're like at Disney, places warm, we love electrolytes. I've been drinking a lot of electrolytes lately, as you know, with the whole fainting situation, just eating more salt, all that kind of stuff. And I love these. They taste so good. We don't have Liquid IV in Canada, so it's kind of hard to find hydration tablets. I do love Noon, but sometimes I don't want the carbonation, and so I've been really liking these. This isn't sponsored, but I do have a discount code with them. I think it gets you 30% off. 30 Carter Sully. I'll put it down below. So good, and I really love these little packets. Cereal and a journal. You guys know I'm a big fan of Magic Spoon. I love them so much. This is the fruity flavor. I love the cocoa flavor as well. Definitely is pricier, but if you've been following along on my journey, you guys know I have chronic nausea after having COVID, and so we grocery shop very frugally at like discount grocery stores and stuff, and there are a few things that I will let myself indulge in. I really struggle with my protein intake now, and especially with working out, it's so important to keep that up. So there's a few things that I keep in the fridge that I spend money on. Protein coffee, the Bruce cold brew, and then also Magic Spoon. I love it. It does not taste like healthy cereal. It's so good. It has no sugar, 13 grams of protein a serving. I'm not keto or anything, but it's so dang good. A bunch of you guys DM'd me and tried it too and were like, how does this taste so good? Like, it doesn't taste artificial or weird. And then the last is this journal. It's the Do It For Yourself motivational journal. I got it on Amazon. I am not a journal galley. Well, I am. I thought I wasn't, because I tried the 5-minute journal, and like, no offense to any 5-minute journal lovers, okay? But I get tired of repetition. I can't do the same journal prompts every day. So I love this because it's something different every day, and it's always aimed at something different, whether it's like a dream, an aspiration, your dream morning routine, things about yourself. Are you a compliment acceptor or deflector? I just love that the questions vary a ton. I love how colorful it is. It feels so springy to me. The pages are really beautiful. Like, they just have a bunch of fun quotes in it, so I really love this. Those are all my favorites. Now we're gonna talk about let's talk about the elephant in the room, the Game of Thrones ending. That was obviously my favorite TV show of the month. I actually might say it's my least favorite now. I knew going into it how controversial the ending was, because everyone talked about it regardless if you watched it or not. And I have a lot of thoughts. If you are currently watching the show and you don't want to hear the spoilers, I'll put where you can skip ahead to on the screen. Let me know down below how you would have wanted it to end. I have just like a lot of thoughts. They may not like all make sense together, but I wrote them down and we're gonna talk about it. First, my thoughts overall and not what I would change. It felt very rushed, which I knew going into it. I hated how they portrayed Danny at the end. It didn't bother me that he killed her at all. What bothered me is how she like suddenly turned mad in the last few episodes, which I kind of saw coming. Like I kind of thought maybe that was how they would go, but I hated it so much. I hated that Jorah died because I am a Jorah stan. Jorah, Tormund are my daddies, okay? I don't care if you hate the word daddy. I love the word daddy, okay? They are my daddies. We've got Battle Daddy, Wildling Daddy, and also Lord Baelish died, which I understand. I'm a huge Lord Baelish fan. I don't know why. I know he's like kind of evil, but like it's kind of hot to me. The way he talks, I just like really loved, you know, he's my evil daddy. Tormund is alive and well, theoretically, love him. Also, like Jon Snow is a daddy too, but like he's an obvious daddy, okay? I can't take the obvious ones. I hated that they sent him back to the Night's Watch. Was happy he was reunited with Tormund and Ghost, but I hated it. I understand why they did it. He didn't obviously want to rule, but like just go back to Winterfell and like chill with your sister. I hated that. They're like, why do you even have a Night Watch anymore? There's no Night King. But also my theory is that maybe as long as Bran is alive, there will be a Night King. Loved that like suddenly we got like a little peek at like this is where democracy came from in Game of Thrones. Also, why is Bran ruling? Oh, also forgot my daddy Bronn. Bronn? Love him. Okay, anyways, back to my thoughts. This is what I have written down. I feel like the Night King had no reason. Like the motivation for touching a boy is just like very weak and it doesn't make a very compelling villain in my opinion. Obviously, I know why he went after Bran. It's because he can like see the past and history, but it was just like very weak to me. I was almost expecting the Night King to be the Mad King that they killed. I don't know. I thought that would have been a plot twist or something. I hated the build up for Dany just to turn mad in the last few episodes. I would have liked to see Arya kill Cersei and have that full like redemption situation, or even Jaime and then they call him the King and Queen Slayer. I kind of honestly thought that he might kill her. I know this probably wouldn't happen. That's why I'm so curious to read the book. I would have liked Jon to somehow rule even though I didn't, you know, he didn't want to. And then like in a dream world, I would have liked Daenerys to end up with Jorah. I don't know why. I just like ship them together and go back to Essos. I wish Varys never betrayed Daenerys and Tyrion would have been the hand still, which he is, but I just love the combo of like Sansa, Brienne, Jon, and Tyrion, and Bronn. Throw him in there. You know, Sam Tarly doing his thing at the Citadel, Grand Maester, whatever. And yeah, so I hated the ending. I just am like so upset. To be quite honest with you guys, I didn't make a list of things I'm looking forward to in March. I've just like not, I just didn't. Welcome to the spreadsheet. Welcome to the monthly money flow. Let's see how February went, okay? Let's see. I'm living for this breakdown over here. 37% investments? Go off, queen. 30% bills, 26% expenses. Not too bad, honestly. I don't know what this is. Like, why is this like, oh, just colors so we can like understand what's going on here? I don't understand. There we go. That makes it look a little bit nicer. Just changing some of these colors. Don't mind me. Okay, there we go. Income was pretty much what I expected. We've got paychecks. It was only a 2-paycheck month. And then business income. And then this, you guys are always asking if I take money out of my sinking funds, how do I show it? So I put it here as income. And then I cancel it out with the amount. So if you like take, so look at this amount right now. 1523, 581. If we take this out, same thing. Equals right back out, you know? So that's how I do that. Expenses. Okay, this, you guys know, I don't really every dollar budget anymore or set allocated amounts. It's just for reference. Like, I'm honestly going to take these out. But groceries, see, we're just trying to get this like under 300 is what I'd be happy with. And the reason it's over is those damn one-time impulsive grocery shops. Meal delivery, pretty good. We got a coupon for HelloFresh this month, so we had 2 weeks of $35 deliveries, which saved us a lot of money this month. But then I forgot to cancel it, so this week we had 2 delivery kits come, so maybe it all equaled out. Eating out, we didn't eat out too much. We never do. It's always kind of around the $100 range. Coffee shops, I only spent $11. Gas, $71. Self-care, a little bit higher because I had to do some stock ups. I'm really trying to prioritize not just self-care, but like my facial care and, you know, prioritizing in that. So that was a little pricey. Clothing, under budget. That's great. Treating myself. I was so good this month, you guys. I think this was one of my best months yet, honestly. I was really, really good this month, but that's because I had the dentist, so I knew. Treating Stella, I stocked up on a ton of bone broth and whatnot, so it was a little pricier this month. Didn't treat others. Home improvements, why did I go home? That was weird. Priority for us right now. Didn't spend any money on alcohol, no vet bills, no books were bought. Did I buy any books this month? I must have. No, I don't think so. Oh, no, I did, but I put it in treating myself because the Indigo haul had like a book and then, what else did I get? A book and something else. So maybe that's why. Vacation, that was Quebec City, the souvenirs that I bought. So that's 57. And then the dentist was a lot lower than I was expecting. They didn't give me a quote. My insurance doesn't take quotes or something. So they were like, it could be between $1,200 and $2,400. So I estimated on the higher side and my half was only $700. So that's a win. Bills were all the same. Forgot to put my utilities in. Except you paid property taxes. So if you take that out, which I didn't really know where to put that, but I put it in bills, it was around, it's what it always is. Savings. Okay, didn't save a ton this month, but like I consider savings and investments the same kind of thing, you know? Like it's the same category. Like I said, I'm gonna decide to stop putting some money in my emergency fund for a little bit because I feel comfortable with what it's at. I'm gonna prioritize investing, max that out, and then go back. I put aside $500 for PTO replacement because I don't get pay time off as a part-time employee. So Matt and I try and plan our trips around the weekends because I have long weekends off, but I wanted just a week off. I thought I deserved it, honestly, and I felt really guilty for that because I only work 3 days a week, but I haven't taken like a proper break from work. So I'm taking 3 days off, which is gonna be really nice, or two, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday off. Yeah. I just put some money aside because I obviously won't get paid. So I put some money aside for that. Here's where it gets good. I was so good this month. I threw $1,500 in my RSP because of the deadline coming up and $1,500 into my TFSA, which I'm really, really proud of. So really happy with how this month went. And then I have $406 to roll over. So let's jump into March. I'll show you guys the new kind of way I'm doing it, which I've been loving. So you guys know now that I have an incorporation, basically when you have a business and it's separated, you want to send yourself the least amount of money possible because you get double taxed, right? You get taxed on the business side and then you get taxed on the personal side. So my new method of doing the budget, which works really well, is to like reverse budget. So I try and live as much off my I try to say corporate and part-time at the same time. Corporate and part-time, these bangs are just annoying me today. As much, whoa, I look like a founding father there, as much as I can. Everything is just bothering me right now. So we're gonna put here $1,200, and then what I do is I try and do all of my like bills and stuff off of that. You guys will understand, but I basically am gonna try and pay as much as I can with this amount of money, and then whatever's in the negatives is what I'll pay myself to even it all out. So mortgage is the same. We pay $800 bi-weekly. My half is $400, $800. Condo fees, $165. Utilities, I'm gonna say $170. Maybe let's do $150. It's getting a little warmer, so we shouldn't have as high of a heat bill. Car payments are the same, $314. What's my car insurance? $276. I'm really hoping it goes down this year. Gym is $80. Kindle Unlimited is $12, and phone bill is $70. But that's a write-off, so I don't include that. So those are my bills. As you can see, we still have $600 to play with here. I automatically invest $50 bi-weekly into my TFSA, so we'll do $100 for now. And then I like to have about a $500 buffer. So this is where we kind of reverse budget. So we're gonna put $250 here, and then we'll do our usual $240 for meals, eating out. We'll do 100. Coffee shops, we're gonna do 15 because I have so many gift cards that I need to use, even if it means going out of my way to get this stupid coffee. Gas, we'll do 1 round of gas, 75. Do I have anything in March? Okay, I have a massage, but that's covered by benefits. I'm getting my hair done like now, like tomorrow. Sorry, I'm moving my nose thing. I'm not picking my nose. I'm just moving my nose piercing back into place. Okay. Let's put 50. Clothing, I really don't need clothes, so we're not doing anything. We'll put 150 here. Treating Stella, She'll probably need a bag of kibble, so we'll put 50. Treating others, I always put 50 to be safe. Home improvements, 250. Alcohol, we do need wine, so we'll put 50. Vet bills, no vet bills coming up. No books. And then vacation, basically, if you guys are wondering how it works, if I work with a hotel or anything to do with our trips, like when we go to Disney and Disney invites us down because they're giving us park tickets, that's a business trip because we're going because they invited us. When we're going on a trip like this, we split it 50% pleasure, 50% business, or 50% personal. That's what my accountant and I have talked about. So if I'm not being invited by like a hotel or something, we split it in half, because obviously we would go on our own anyways, but we are also going for content to vlog, so I do 50-50. I'm gonna use airline points for the flight, and then our hotel, we're gonna go for 3 nights. That's like probably $600-700, so half that is 300. So I'm gonna put $600 here, and we can adjust if need be, because you guys know we're flexible with the budget. A little easier on the budget front to do because we don't do like a lot of sit-down meals and stuff. But I'm still working out potentially working with a hotel while I'm there, so then it might turn the trip into a business trip, yada yada yada. You guys know I'm trying to be better about write-offs, so we're gonna wait and see, but for now I'm gonna put $600. Maybe I'll put $750 just to be safe. So you guys know we're not strict about these categories, but now I know that I would like this to be around what my credit card is at the end of the month. Okay, go down. Let's bump this number up to 1,000 and this to 1,000. And then that tells me that I need to pay myself in order to be back to 0, which I like to have a bit of a buffer. We're gonna pay ourselves $3,500 this month. So that's kind of how I do it. Hopefully that makes sense to some of you guys, but the point is to now pay ourselves the least amount possible, so we're not getting double taxed. So that's what the budget is gonna look like come March. That is it for the March reset. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below, what did you accomplish in February? What are you looking forward to in March? If you had a tough month, I'm sending you so much love and hugs. Oh my God, I'm just realizing now how much cleavage is in this top. I'm so sorry about that. And I just want to remind you guys that it's okay if you don't hit all your goals. It's okay if you don't experience a lot of growth in a month, because honestly, at the end of the day, your mental well-being, your mental health is so much more important than any goal or anything going on. So I'm sending you guys so much love and hugs, and I'm excited to see what March has in store for us. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support always. It truly means the world to me. I literally would not be here without you guys, so I love you all so much. And also, while we're at it, leave some recommendations for New York City down below, because we obviously have so much to do. We've only been once before, and we like to do things on a budget. So no 5-star hotels or restaurants, but give me your best fast food, your best bookstores, your best coffee shops, and we'll definitely check them out. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!